Summer sunny day in the old town market square. There are rarely any vacant places under tents of colorful sunshades and at the cafe tables. Amongst the guests we may find a lot of tourists. They come here tempted by the fame of the town and its unique monuments. For a while, they may enjoy an unforgettable atmosphere of the old town complex, which has been lasting for over 400 years. We are in Zamosc, the town which has been numbered by the UNESCO among the places constituting the list of the World Cultural Heritage. Zamosc, the town of the World Cultural Heritage. Most of the guests visiting Zamosc start their wander here, at the main market square. 4 100-meter frontages of the market square create a row of beautiful tenements. They consist of 1 or 2 stories. Their elevations are decorated with carved portals, scagliola friezes. Some of them are crowned with rich attics. Ground floors of all the tenements in the main market square are plunged in arcades. The panorama of the nearest streets, built up with similar tenements, opens in the corners of the market square. At first, we are struck by richness and variety of this architecture, but after a while we notice logic and consistency in the divisions of build-up plots. In the variety of the forms of building structure, we notice the characteristic unity of this complex. The plan according to which the town was built becomes clearer. The silhouette of the town hall with square of a 50-meter tower dominates over the market square. Only from the tower one can see the whole old town complex. The outline of the building structure, streets, fortifications create the map taken as if from an old architectural tract. Now we know we are in a town where the vision of an ideal Renaissance town was realized. The maps of the old Zamosc show how, at the end of the 16th century, an ideal town was imagined. Architects were writing tracts about such a town, many humanists dreamed about it. The dreams were almost always condemned to remain written down only. The architectural vision was realized just in Zamosc, far in the north. It happened thanks to Jan Zamoyski, a hetman and a king's great chancellor, a friend of an ally of the king Stefan Batory, the most important person of the Republic of Poland of those days. The future hetman was to be educated abroad. Here, in the 16th century woodcut, we can see him setting off for the studies. He traveled a lot, studied in Padova. It surely helped him in his incredible career, which required an appropriate binder though. Zamoyski decided to have a palace, a city and a fortress built. It was to be the capital of his estate. This is the model of the town which, financed by Zamoyski and thanks to his private contribution, was realized by an Italian architect, Bernardo Morando. The construction of Zamosc began in 1580 and was realized in the main shape in only 40 years. The main axis of the complex is marked by the line joining the town and the Hearst mansion. The central square and the town hall lie exactly on this line. The streets are situated perpendicularly and parallelly with the axis. The buildings of the public character were built on the edges of the web of the streets. There were sacral edifices with the Collegiate Church and Zamosc Academy coming first. The whole complex was closed by the bastion defense system. So it was here in Zamosc where for the first time in the Republic the architects realized the vision of an ideal town concentrated around centrally situated square, inside the shortest bastion line adapted to the natural ground conditions. Fortunately, we may admire the town which came into being over 400 years ago, not only in the model. The main tissue of the town consists of tenements. Their number, form, appearance allow to estimate not only the talent of all architects, but also the conditions of Zamosc economic livelihood. They must have been good if the town came into existence so quickly and became the hometown for merchants and craftsmen of 11 nationalities. Beautiful carved portals of Armenian tenements testify to the fortune of their owners. They also testify to the feeling of safety if they decided for such expensive investments. The town was developing very quickly. There were more and more houses and inhabitants. The inspection, conducted only 11 years after the beginning of the construction of Zamosc, showed that in 1591 there were 217 houses ready and only 26 empty lots. 1,000 inhabitants dwelled there. Traditions, nationalities and cultures were mingled in Zamosc, but it did not cause the urban and style chaos. Realizing the vision of an ideal town, Zamoyski ordered to work out a few types of building structure dependent on the wealth and jobs of future users. Morando designed a model type of a tenement. Unfortunately, this building remained up to contemporary times in the version impoverished by various alterations. But there is still a lot of other examples which illustrate the classical type of a Zamosc tenement. Their characteristic features are arcades, central lobby and lace attics. Rich portal ornaments, friezes and showy ceilings of the arcades are other elements that characterize this building structure. The ground floors were used as trade and craftsman rooms, and other stories served as flats. Beautiful entablature of the ceilings and carefully conserved polychromy paintings enable us to imagine what those buildings looked like years ago. At first, houses had one story only. Afterwards, the garrets were transformed into additional floors though. The most effective tenements that we can admire at the town hall frontage of the market square look like this.